to the channel, guys. My name is Daniel. I'm the founder of Tiny Rig, and today we're going to walk you guys through this 4th gen Tacoma that we're wrapping up. So, number one, this color is, I think, my favorite Tacoma color that I've seen on the 4th gen so far. But we went ahead and did some very functional upgrades, always done with a high attention to detail and kind of done that Tiny Rig way. So we're going to walk you guys through front to back. The team is still actually wrapping up this vehicle. The customer came to us from out of state, and so we are up against the gun on time, and we wanted to make sure we shot this video for you guys. So we'll walk you through. So starting up front, we've got Baja Design Squadron Pros in amber in a combo pattern. We have them mounted on SDHQ ditch light brackets, and then we did a custom wire harness to the Garmin PowerSwitch under the rear seats. So we went ahead and we added the Sherpa roof rack. This is our favorite roof rack to work with for a 4th gen Tacoma, 3rd gen Tacoma, pretty much any Toyota product, and they've actually got some Gladiator stuff as well. But my favorite part is the mounting foot that they use. So rather than having a small aluminum spacer that creates pressure points in your roof, you've actually got a flat foot with rubber that's going to help prevent leaking, but also isolate any vibration and spread the load out over the roof. So properly engineered. And then we've also got a half height fairing, which accommodates a Baja Designs 40-inch light bar. So with the light bar and the ditch light brackets, you've got really good coverage up front, probably about 270 degrees for the driver. So we also added a Wolfbox camera. This is the G900, and this is going to allow you to be able to see 24/7 on your rearview mirror, but digitally. So a lot of people are doing these. We've been doing these for a while, have had great success with the Wolfbox product. This one is an overlay. There's also an option to fully replace the mirror so that you end up with just kind of like that OEM look. But really nice option, super functional, and a lot of our customers love them. All right, so the canopy. This is Alu-Cab's Contour Canopy, and super lightweight, all aluminum construction, and welded. So I'm gonna throw this out there, but we actually had a customer that came into the shop today, had an RSI Smart Cap on order. He came here for another product, saw this in person compared to the Smart Cap, and ended up asking the other shop that he was working with for a refund on that one and moving to this. The quality of the Alu-Cab products is second to none. RSI, very cool that you can ship it flat pack, but there is an issue with that, which is it's all bolted together and there's seals and they tend to leak. So with this one, you're actually getting a lighter weight, 125-pound canopy, and you have a choice of solid doors or a door with a window. You also have a really high load capacity on the roof, which is a higher rating than the RSI is capable of. So if you're gonna put a rooftop tent on here, sleep with your family, this is actually rated for that. Whereas a lot of the other camper shells, the traditional ones, fiberglass composite ones, you need to get a high rated one, which is actually a little bit different. So there's an extra cost for that. This all in, no matter which version you get, is going to be able to support the weight of anything you throw on top. There's also a really large lineup of accessories that you can get. You can do a table slide up top, you make an ammo box slide. This customer ended up going with some load bars and a rear window security grid. And so we're actually going to mount that Wolfbox camera to the canopy. And the fit and finish on the 4th gen is pretty awesome. We've got this trim piece here that kind of boxes everything in really nice and makes it look very tailored to the vehicle. With this being a hybrid model, we've got the rear seats over here where we like to add a Garmin PowerSwitch. So we're using a universal blaze mount for the Tacoma, but it's actually made for the 3rd gens and 2nd gen Tacomas, as well as the 4Runner. But we've found a spot that we frequently use to be able to do the PowerSwitch. PowerSwitch is awesome because you're able to control it from your phone, but also with Garmin being a really large company and being behind the product, the Garmin app is actually really good on CarPlay. So we've actually stopped using Switch Pros and S-Pods in most cases and just utilize this guy. The other really nice thing is that you get the 6 circuits. You can pair up to 4 more power switches with it, and those 6 circuits are all it's the same amperage. So there's other units, you kind of have to pick and choose where you put your loads. These are all going to allow for a 30 amp load on any of the circuits. And then you've also got really good function of being able to dim them. So up front in the vehicle, once paired with an iPhone, it actually feels extremely factory because you'll be able to use the screen just like a factory component. So we're gonna leave it to these guys to wrap up. Once we pull the vehicle around, we'll get some cool B-roll so you guys can see what the truck looks like out in the sun. But we've got a lot of other cool projects going on right now, guys. This is actually our biggest Alu-Cab build ever. This is a new Tundra that we ended up getting satin PPF'd, power brakes, camber stuff, custom kings that are IBP, valved, wheels, tires, camper, like you name it, this thing has it. We did headlights, tail lights, it's got everything. So we'll do a walk around of that one. Also over here, make a note, follow me around. We have another 4th gen Tacoma that is going to be getting an Alu-Cab Canopy camper actually. So this was a takeoff from a customer of ours, and this guy drove to us, and we're going to be swapping campers for him. So we got a lot of projects in the works. We're starting to see a lot of 4th gen Tacomas coming through the shop, and we're getting great at building them to each customer specifications with really good quality components. So if you guys have a 4th gen Tacoma, if you have a Tundra, let us know, and we'd be happy to build a vehicle for you. Take care.